You guys know how much I love showers, and I just took a 45-minute long hot shower, and it has the overhead shower and the water pressure was so good. I was in heaven. Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. How do I look right now? I don't know. Welcome to another vlog. This vlog is so exciting. I am living my best life right now. Okay, let me start from the beginning. So I am in Junagadh right now, and all of my OG people know that this is the third time I have come to Junagadh, and the reason for it is because the first time I came to shoot a video with a therapist who is Komal, who is also a very dear friend, and I came over here, I shot 3 YouTube videos. The thumbnails suck of that video, but the content is really good, so I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch it. A professional therapist giving you advice on various topics. So I did that, and the second time I came, it was to do hiking, to do mountain climbing, and I did not do it because I was alone at that time and I chickened out. Okay, I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna, I can't do it, right? 2 years since then, I have been thinking, oh my god, I want to do hiking, I want to do hiking, I want to do hiking, and then I keep chickening out. My friend does it every single year, but I was like, no, it's not something that I can do. But then this year, all of my friends have come together and they were like, oh, let's do mountain climbing. So we have the Girnar mountain over here. It's just 10,000 steps. It's not just, actually I'm saying just because I came to this realization that I have gone to Vaishno Devi when I was like 15-16 years old. So we did trekking. I think that was 16 kilometers going up and 16 kilometers coming down. So that's 32 kilometers of trekking that I have done. So I was just like, this 10,000 steps is not really much compared to that, but at the same time I'm older, but at the same time I'm strong. I don't know, you know. So I was just like, I really want to do it, and now I have all of my friends over here, so I'm going to do it. And so as soon as the opportunity showed up, I, without thinking about anything at all, I just booked all of my tickets. I booked my tickets without knowing that I am booking my tickets. That's how quickly I grabbed this opportunity, because I have such a hard time doing things like this and like getting out of my house and actually experiencing things, which is very contradictory to what I want to do in life, which is travel a lot, have a lot of experiences. This right now, what I am doing in my bathrobe in this hotel room after that really long shower I had, is something that I have been visualizing and manifesting since so long. And I realized that the one thing that was holding me back was myself. This time when I got the opportunity, I booked the tickets, and now I'm here, and we're going to do mountain climbing, the hiking tomorrow, because there is not much to explore over here in Junagadh. Whatever there is to explore, I've already explored it when I have come over here the first 2 times. I'm only going to do the hiking, which is why I decided to book this hotel, this really nice, luxurious, cozy hotel. So I'm staying at the Fern right now. I did shoot a room tour when I just came. I'm gonna plug it in over here. We enter the room, we have this beautiful vase, and this is what the room looks like. You go ahead and you have a mirror here, hello, and then you move in. Now very little details that I like. 2 dustbins, recyclable waste and food waste. Over here we have the hot water, and I love these mugs, and also another mirror here. Hey, I just love how many mirrors are there in this room. Moving on to the bed, we have some water over there. The bed is beautiful, perfect size for me. And then another mirror over here, and more mirrors over there. Hi, this is what the bed looks like. Also another little detail I love, guys, that reading light, and it is bendable. Okay, and look, I got my reading light, but that is so cool. We have the TV, we have this beautiful light, place to sit and eat, and the best part, there's a reading nook. Oh my god, I'm so going to sit over here and read a book. And yes, there are more mirrors here. Hi. Now this is the balcony, and you take these curtains off and then these curtains off, and that is my view, and I love it. I love it so much. This is what it looks like. You step out, look at that. This is what beauty looks like, and this balcony, and that is the closet space. And we are done with the room tour. The first thing I'm gonna do is take one of these packets, open it, and just have it straight up, because that is what me and my brother always did every time we went to a hotel. I am obsessed with this room. The shower is so good. The lights in the back, the little reading lights, that is so going in my own house. I love the view from this room and I cannot wait to actually just cozy up and read the books that I have brought with myself, and then tomorrow go and do some hiking. So that is why I'm over here. I did bring 4 books. So yeah, that is it. I'm actually going to change right now and then meet up with my friends where we are going to have kahwa, because every time I come to Junagadh I always have kahwa. So I'm gonna spend my evening like that, and then I have to sleep early because I have to go hiking early in the morning tomorrow, and then tomorrow we go hiking. I am so excited. Also, like, this is my first year of like truly adulting, because I moved out of my house this year, and just doing all of the adulting tasks, the chores every single day. Like whenever I'm cooking food or whenever I'm eat, I'm like, oh, I have to do the dishes now, oh, I have to clean my room now, oh, I have to clean the house now. And it is a very repetitive task, and I'm very grateful for it. Like it is definitely therapeutic for me. It's very repetitive. It can get so boring and so annoying, honestly, at times. And the first thing that I did over here was like eat as soon as I came from the train, and I was just like, oh my god, I just ate such delicious food. I ordered aloo paratha and I don't have to do the dishes, and that felt like such a luxury to me. I don't have to set this room, I don't have to do anything. I just get to like sit in my bathrobe and read in this gorgeous room with this gorgeous view, and I don't even have to do anything. I'm so excited. I don't know what made me think that I will be able to read 4 books in this 2-day trip, on this 2-day trip. What was I thinking? But I did get 4 books. I think that's what being a bookworm is like. I was actually only going to get 1 book, which is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas. I'm actually reading this for another vlog, which you guys will see very soon, because I've already read 1 book in that vlog, and I'm reading this very quickly. It's very interesting. But then I was like, that is for that vlog. What if I want to read for this vlog? What if I want to do some cozy reading? Because I literally booked this hotel so I could just sit in my room and read and have a cozy time when I'm not outside, when I'm not climbing a mountain. This is the first book that I saw, which is The Women by Kristen Hanna, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up. So I picked it up, okay, randomly, because it's a deep emotional story, and I feel like Kristen Hanna is such an excellent author. I wanted to make this trip memorable, and I think this book can do that for me. But then I was like, oh, what if I'm not in the mood for that? What if I want something really fast-paced, really cozy, something just like some light reading? So the only book that came to mind was this, Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree, which is the prequel to Legends and Lattes. Legends and Lattes is one of my 6-star reads, but it is not very deeply emotional, or like, oh, it takes a lot of brain power or makes you cry, nothing like that. It just romanticized coffee so much for me that last winter became a memorable time for me because of that. So I thought that this book can make this winter time memorable for me, so I got this one. And then I was like, what if I do want a fast-paced emotional read but not very light? So I got this book, which is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. As you guys can see, I have actually already started reading this book. I'm almost 100 pages in, because I have been in this phase where I pick up a book and then I drop it, and that's what I did with this one. So I just thought that because I'm already into it, maybe when I'm on this trip and I want some easy reading, even if it is very emotional, this will come in handy. And those are the 4 books I got on this 2-day trip. This is my reading chair, and my books are going to be here. So whenever I have to read, I'm going to sit over here and read. Hi you guys, I'm back home. I'm dressed in this oversized t-shirt and shorts right now. I have not slept last night. I did not sleep the whole day today, even in the train. I got 1 hour of sleep, but apart from that, I just couldn't sleep even if I wanted to, because the train was filled with kids, and I love kids, but they actually couldn't stop yelling every 2 minutes. Like every time I would fall asleep, they would be like, ah! And I would just wake up. And they were not like babies, they were kids. They were like 6-7 year old kids. So I don't know. I went to get my phone. Right now I am all set to take a French class, because today is Friday. If you guys don't know, I also teach French. So I have a French class right now, and I'm like so sleep deprived, it's crazy. So we went outside, we had kahwa, we also had dinner. We had dinner in the hotel itself. I forgot to get my hair straightener, and now I am not going to straighten my hair this time after washing my hair. I'm really hoping that it works out for the best, you know. And basically that is my life. I do not like the front print of this t-shirt, but I actually ordered another t-shirt along with this t-shirt, which I'm going to wear tomorrow when I go to hike, because there is something written behind that t-shirt that I am so obsessed with, and it's gonna look so good once I'm at the top of the mountain. I'm gonna take a picture of like myself doing this or something, and that will be written at the back of my t-shirt. Along with that, I ordered a yellow t-shirt, but instead of that, when I opened the package, I got this t-shirt. I do not like the front print of it, so I was just going to like return it completely. But the back print of it, which I'll put on screen, has a story behind it, because literally the night before I got this t-shirt, I was just scrolling through reels, rotting my brain, and I came across this one reel which was like, if you want to know that the universe is with you, that God is with you, just say these things that you want guidance, and you will get it in the next 24 hours. And I usually don't believe in things like this, and my brother is calling me. Let me call you back.
Where are you?
In the room I'm shooting. I don't believe in these reels. I never do anything that these reels say, whatever. But as I said, I was brain rotting at the time, so I decided to just do it. So I basically just said everything that the reel was saying. And obviously I'm not going to find the reel anymore, and I don't remember what I said. But it was something like asking for a sign from the universe, something like that. And I just said it. And then the next day, I got this t-shirt. And then I also looked on the website. This was more expensive than the t-shirt that I originally ordered. And the back of the t-shirt is all about how you're just supposed to take the inspired action, you know, cut out the noise, focus on what you want to do, inspire by action. What you want to do will happen, and what you want will become your reality. And I was just like, whoa. Because I really needed to hear that. Once I saw this t-shirt, then I saw that it's more expensive. I was just like, that's just crazy. So I just decided to take it as a sign from the universe. And then I was playing with this idea of a YouTube video, which was 10 things that bring me joy every single day, like romanticizing my life. I was playing with this idea since so long, but I always think that nobody really cares if I make videos like that. But I saw this t-shirt, it happened in such a sync. I just decided to post the video, and then after that I felt so good. I just felt buzzing in my hand, and I had not felt that since quite some time. Like, I've had a hard time with content creation this year. Only recently, like since 2-3 months, I've started making content that I really enjoy now, but before then I wasn't. And then when I posted that YouTube video, I was feeling this buzz in my body and in my hands, and it just like, that was passion, you know. And I was not feeling the passion since so much time, and I was just like, this is all just coming together really well, you know. So now I have like other like 5-10 ideas like that, like romanticizing your life to make every day beautiful. I am so excited to make more such videos. We have gone very off topic. The point is that the print of this t-shirt is not cool, but this t-shirt is special for me now, so I am wearing it. I'm getting ready for my French class, and as soon as the French class is over, I am dozing off. I also, right now when we went to have dinner, I saw this the pool area of this hotel, and it has beds there. Not the sofa beds, proper beds with like canopy beds and stuff. So I want to sleep tomorrow. I want to go hiking and sit by the swimming pool and read. That is my goal for tomorrow. That's it, you guys. I will see you tomorrow when I go for hiking. I am so tired right now. It's not when, it becomes if in my mind, but no, I have to go. Like, I literally spent so much money. I have to. Good night. This Howard sweatshirt when I'm climbing, but because it's not like very cold, but it's sort of cold, so when I'm climbing I'm going to remove the t-shirt. But this is the t-shirt that I was talking about. It says me and my oversized t-shirt against the world. I'm going to take a picture of myself and do like this, because it is me and my oversized t-shirt against the world almost every single day. All this time since I have decided that I'm going to go for this adventure, I have been thinking that this is the precise moment when I'll be like, this is the precise moment when I will be like, okay, why did I decide to do this? I don't think I'm going to do it. There is no way I'm waking up right now, because you guys know if there's one thing I struggle with in my life, it's with waking up early. But also, given that I had not slept day before yesterday night at all, once I was done with my French class yesterday, I literally dozed off in like probably a second. Around 6 hours later, I am fresh as a daisy. Am I actually excited about this adventure? Yes. This is what my outfit will look like. Having another one of these. I'm having this because Utsav and me, my brother and me, we have this childhood memory. Every time we would go to a hotel, first thing we would look for is, do they have these complimentary packets? Or every time we went on a flight, we would be like, do they have this? And we would just... I have two bags that I can carry. This small one and this one big tote bag that I got, that I take to my gym. I got this one just in case I want to carry a book up there and take a picture. So now I'm debating if I should carry a book up there. I'm gonna be putting a pad in there because I'm about to get my periods. I got this for morning snack. This is the Whole Truth. Where's the flavor? Cafe cocoa, no sugar added protein bar. It has 20 grams of protein and other good stuff, but that I couldn't really care less about right now. I mean, I do care about the protein because having protein, it'll keep me very satisfied and I can't eat a lot before I go trekking, which is why I got this, but also because it has coffee in it. Okay, and I also can't have coffee because generally I know, obviously, like, oh, you wake up in the morning, you have coffee, and then you get all powered up and then you go climb the mountain, right? But not climb, hike, but when I have coffee, first of all, I will probably have to use the washroom and there's no washroom there, and secondly, my heart rate goes very high if I do physical movement right after having like caffeine. I never have energy drinks, period, but even if I had to have it, I would not have it before gym. I have it like in the morning. So right now I'm gonna have this. This does not have like a crazy amount of caffeine in it, but it does give a jolt, and I already tried it when I was in Ahmedabad itself, so I'm gonna eat that. I am also taking painkiller. Okay, I'm taking this. Started crying first thing in the morning. I was watching this Luffy edit, and spoiler alert, but when he breaks the building, when he comes to know Robin was lying, that entire arc, the Ennis Lobby arc, is just every single time I think about it, I start crying. I actually can't control myself. I think that is one of the... No, actually, the whole Ace thing was the reason I stopped watching, because it was so emotional that my heart can't take it. I'm watching my good morning reels, my saved reels, and I'm so pumped right now. I actually don't need this sweatshirt. But we gotta go! Let's go! Let's go! Say let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go! Hello. I did not climb the mountain, you guys. The plan failed. I just love these beds that there are near the pool. In the morning, I'll just recap a little bit. In the morning, we woke up, you guys saw how pumped up I was. I climbed, I think, around 500 or 700 steps, and I was like, I am done for the day. When I climbed Vaishno Devi has a trail, and it's steep, but there are no steps, and even if there are steps, they're like very shallow steps, right? It's not very steep. So that I climbed with so much ease, and I thought that over here also there will be a trail. There was no trail at all. They were actual steep steps. My friends told me that they were just going to get steeper than that. My nostrils were burning because I couldn't breathe properly because it was so cold. And then I just came to the conclusion that if I do, for example, keep climbing, I'm probably gonna climb like 2000 steps max after taking a lot of breaks. And then also we wouldn't reach a certain point from where we could just like see something and come back. It wouldn't even be that cool. We would basically be nowhere. My friends were all so freaking supportive. They were just like, you know, we should just go down right now. If you don't want to climb, maybe we can take the ropeway. But then when we climbed down, the ropeway was also closed because today is especially windy. That's why the ropeway was closed. So it was especially windy, and it was especially cold today than general days. And I think that because of the wind, I was not able to breathe properly because it's not like, you know, my nostrils were burning. I swear to God, more than actually not being able to see the view from the top, because I have seen it in pictures but I've never seen it in real life. So I not really feel like I'm missing out on anything. I was actually so sad because I ruined my friends' trips, because climbing that mountain, and that is like fun for them because they're adventurous people. I'm not. I like doing physical stuff in controlled environments. I have put this on my bucket list now, however, that someday in the future I will be strong enough, prepared enough to actually climb till 10,000 steps, because Himalaya goes there every year. It's like this ritual for him. He's actually gonna come back next week and do it alone because he couldn't do it with me. I just can't believe he does it, and I'm just thinking that if he can do it and I saw a few people there do it, then why not me? So I have sort of put it on my bucket list. It's more of a pride thing. All of my friends were so supportive. They're going to torture me literally for my entire life, but they were very supportive in the moment. And then we had breakfast, and after that I just sat down over here in one of these beds where I'm sitting down right now, and I read for some time. I was reading The Women. I started reading The Women and I was 30 pages in and already in love with it. Something terrible, tragic happens in the first like 20 pages. I'm not gonna tell you what, but it is related to a sibling bond, and I have a very strong sibling bond. Whenever something happens with a sibling, I just get very, very disturbed. Like, that really affects me. It hits hard, and I'm obsessed with this main character. She's giving me Elsa vibes from Four Winds. When I was reading The Nightingale by the same author, I was not connected to either of the characters the way I was connected to Elsa when I was reading Four Winds, but now I'm connected to Frankie the same way. I actually wanted to cry already within the first 20-30 pages, and then I just went back to my room and I slept. After all of the rest, I am actually going to have coffee, and then I'll just see where the day takes me. The thing is that I ruined my friend's trip, but I am having a fun time because this is everything I like: sitting by the pool and reading, sleeping in a cozy bed, winter time, mountain view. In the evening we are going to go to the dam and have kahwa again. This is everything I love, so I am having a blast. I'll make it up to them. Also, I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt. It says "Will Yap About Books." I will put the link in the description. I recently bought it, and this is all I am wearing, every single wear. Oh my god, I just realized I will also never get that picture of me conquering the world and my oversized t-shirt against the world. Okay, I'm back in the room. I am so relaxed. I'm debating if I should go swimming in the pool because the pool looks so blue and clean and nice. I washed my hair yesterday only, and I don't want to get my hair wet. But yeah, it's like 4 o'clock right now. We did go to the cafe. I was probably one of the worst things I have ever put in my mouth. I can't remember what coffee I had. Even like a couple of years ago, when I went to Abu for New Year, I could I was doing this to put my specs back. We couldn't find coffee anywhere, especially iced coffee. And then there was this only one hotel. The restaurant of that hotel had an espresso machine. So we went over there. We got the espresso shot. I made my own iced coffee by also ordering ice, espresso, milk and sugar. So I just mixed everything and I made my own iced coffee. And that was pretty good. It was not the best and I can't have milk, first of all. It was pretty good. It was not bad at all. And at that time, I think I did not have black coffee. This one, it was just horrible. Like, it was literally so horrible. I think it just made me sleepier. I really, really want to have good black coffee in my mouth. I just miss the taste of coffee. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Hopefully after that I'm going to feel a little more energized. The weather is so good here. I am so relaxed right now. I honestly feel like I'm in a parallel universe. I feel totally disconnected from the world because I'm in the middle of mountains right now. Like, literally, okay, this is me and then look at that. Okay, I'm just sitting here and I'm just seeing that, and that is insane to me. I just realized when I did this, you saw nothing. Let me show you. This is my view. Hi, 207 में आप ice भेज दोगे please? Thank you. This ice looks so beautiful. Good morning. We're trying once more. I am not stupid enough to actually try and climb the mountain again, but the ropeway is going to work today. I think the cable cars, and I'm in a rush right now, but because we have bought tickets and we're getting late, so now I'm gonna go in the cable car, see everything there, and I'm wearing my oversized t-shirt again. Hopefully get the pictures that I wanted to get yesterday. Let's go. I did not go on the top again. I really don't want to repeat my entire experience because I have been so sad. We went over there, even on call we came to know that, oh, it has not started yet, but it will start in some time. And in the end I came to know that it's not going to start at all, the cable car, yet again, because of the wind, which I'm sorry, but it's quite non-existent today. But at the same time, obviously I wouldn't want them to start the cable car when they think that it's not perfectly safe, like duh. But like, the first time I came over here, I couldn't go. I don't remember the reason why. I think that time also there was some puja going on. The second time I came over here, I was alone. Plus, there was some puja going on. So because of that, I could still go. But the amount of people was just like triple or something, because everybody was coming during that time to climb the mountain, because the mountain does have a lot of religious places. Like, that is the actual point of the mountain, to climb the place. Since the past 2 years, I have been wanting to go, but I keep chickening out. Yesterday I tried, but I couldn't climb because clearly hiking is not my thing. And then today I was like, it's okay, I can't climb, hiking is not my thing, does not mean I can't see the view. I'm going to go in cable car. It's closed. This is not supposed to be my Mount Everest, literally, because it's just this mountain over here, but it has now become my Mount Everest. That is what this trip has done for me, okay? I was standing there, and even like at, I think the 7,500 mark or the 7,000 mark, where we were actually going to go, because the cable car does not go up to 10,000, the peak of the mountain. Even there, I could see the sun rays literally cutting through and falling on the mountain. I could see 3 shades. I can actually imagine the warmth I will feel, because it was a cold morning and the sun falling on you is just like gold, right? What else do you need in life? So I could see it. I could feel what it would be like if I was literally in that area and I couldn't reach it, okay? And then Himalaya showed me this other area, which was the actual peak, and it was this beautiful beautiful, narrow, beautiful peak among the clouds. The sun wasn't even hitting that peak yet, and I was just imagining that if I did go to the peak, which Himalaya said that not a lot of people actually go to the peak because the cable car only goes to 7,000 steps, and then you have to climb 3,000 more steps to go over there. So it's just like less people, more view, more everything. At the peak, I could see it, I couldn't reach it. So this is now my Mount Everest. Okay, I am going to make this yearly tradition. It's Himalaya's yearly tradition to climb the peak. And he was just telling me how it feels climbing 10,000 steps, 200 steep 90-degree angle steps, and then reaching the peak and seeing the view from there. It's insane. And honestly, I could see what that would feel like. So while that is his yearly tradition, I'm making it a yearly tradition to come over here every year and try to climb the peak and see the top of the mountain. Next year, probably I am going to go till like the 7,000 till in a cable car. And then I will climb the 3,000 steps because that in itself will be a feat for me. And then slowly I'll work my way up and I will climb. And this is it. So once I climb there, I'm actually gonna buy a new t-shirt. I don't know, something that will make me feel way cooler to climb over here. I have an hour before I have to start packing, and then our train is at around 11:20, and the station is like literally here, so that's not gonna be a thing. So I think I'm just gonna sit and read. For now, I'm gonna continue reading. I read around 130 pages yesterday. This is the story of Frankie, who is sending her brother away into the war, and it's the backdrop of the book is the Vietnamese war. So she is sending her brother away. That's where the book starts, and one of her brother's friends is talking about how all of these people are heroes who are there at the front, how women can also be heroes. Frankie is like, no they can't. And then the friend is like, yes they can, Frankie, you don't know what's going on in the world, you know, the world is changing. It's 1966, I think it's set in 1966. That and the love for her brother to be with him when he is on the front, she decides to actually go herself. So she joins the army. Till now I am seeing her experiences in the army, how she thought of something very impulsive and she joined the army, but it turned out to be something completely different. Her circumstances changed completely, and the love that she has for her brother is making me attached with her. Also, she's so young, she's just 20 years old. I remember what I was like when I was 20 years old, and so that is also giving me sort of like an attachment with the character. And apart from that, I feel like every single time I have read a war book, like with the backdrop of a war, I have always seen war as an event and as an incident, something that happens. But this book is making me realize how war is an institution and not just an incident. So when you go to university, when you go to a school, it's a world within itself, right? That is a different world from your home. It's a different world from the real world. Everything is set up in a different way. People always talk about how things are not similar in the real world. That is what this book makes war feels like, that it's a whole other world within itself. The whole day or the whole night they're taking care of all of the people that get injured, and they're seeing death, and the book is pretty gruesome and it's gore, and it's just like so disgusting and sad to read about. And then literally the next hour they're in this like makeshift bar where they're dancing. That is just how it is in this institution, in this world. This is how things go. Love works in a different way, friendship works in a different way, the way they interact with each other, everything just works in a very different way from the real world. And there was a quote in the book which says how they often use back in the real world because war for them is not the real world. It's like this thing in itself, and I have never felt like that about war till today. I see it as a tragedy, I see it as an incident in every book that I have read, but this is written in that way, and that is very interesting to read. Nothing major has happened, but every single chapter is filled with so much tragedy, not making me cry, not making me choked up at all, but it's very, very interesting to read. And I love such books where I can just read the experiences, learn such things, get inspired, stuff like that. Not to go to war or anything, but just how Frankie is coping up with everything and see her character arc and not keep waiting for the other shoe to drop and see what's going to happen. Where I stopped, something horrible did happen that got me a little bit choked up yesterday, but then I had to sleep because we booked the freaking tickets, the cable car. I was like, I'm gonna get some sleep so that I'm fresh tomorrow. Well, that didn't happen. Now I'm going to continue reading this book for like an hour. Oh, and did I tell you I got my periods yesterday at night? I went for dinner. There was a buffet dinner last night, which also was very good. But I went for dinner and there only I got my periods. Hi you guys, I'm back home. Yesterday I decided to take a slow day. I woke up very early. I woke up at around 7:30 or 8 a.m. which is early for me. I just decided to have a very slow day. So I decided to just like sit and read for some time, for a few hours, and I sat and I read The Women. After that I literally had to drag myself out of bed and do the unpacking, because when I am back from a trip, that thing really sits on my head. If I don't do unpacking, I just feel like I'm still on the trip. So that was the first thing I did yesterday, but that was also the only thing that not the only thing. Once I did the whole unpacking, after that I rested for some time. I put my camera on charge, I took a shower, and then I sat and I shot an entire YouTube video, which I'm pretty sure if I edited it, it would come down to around 20 minutes. But the footage that I shot was of 2 hours. 2 hours it took me to shoot, because I was making so many errors, because I was so exhausted from the trip. I already knew that I'll probably not be able to post the video like yesterday itself, but I just wanted to give it a shot and try, because I don't want to feel like I became lazy, and that's why I did not post a video. So every single time I'm feeling lazy, I still try to shoot the YouTube video, and if after that also it is not working out, well then it's not working out. I did my best. So that's what I did yesterday. I shot the YouTube video and then I had to take a 3-hour nap. After that, I did not even try to do it. I just took like a 3-hour nap. I slept in the evening at around 5:30, and then I only woke up when my mom called me, because I had to go and meet my parents after the trip. Then I met my parents. It was Monday yesterday. I was also supposed to take a French class, but I also cancelled the French class, because I was just like, I cannot do anything today. Even if I'm not going to instantly sleep, I cannot do anything today. I'm not able to give my best. So I cancelled the class, rescheduled it for today morning, had dinner, and then I just dozed off. And after that, I have woken up literally straight today in the morning at around 7:30 a.m. And I don't even remember tossing and turning at night, nothing at all. I was just so exhausted. Plus my periods this time is really hitting me hard, more than usual. I'm feeling so physically tired. I don't have a headache or anything, but I'm having very bad body ache. So that's why I think that my body just needed rest. So I gave it the rest. Today morning I woke up, I took my French class. I'm still taking it slow, but I did do all of the laundry that I was supposed to do after unpacking, and some of the clothes that were left from me before going for the trip. I cleaned the entire house, I cleaned my kitchen. Everything is reset again. One thing about me is when I come back from a trip, I get overstimulated by things that I would not generally get overstimulated by. So if I see dust on my bookshelf, like on general days, I'll be like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna wait till my reset day and then I'll just clean the bookshelf, or oh, I'll do this then, do that then, and I don't even notice things. But then when I come back from a trip, for some reason I will notice the things that I've not noticed probably from when I was living over here. So before going itself, I did a very big clean out and deep clean of the house, which is why the only thing I had to do when I came back was change my sheets. I would have changed my sheet also before going, but I wanted the feeling of sleeping on a clean, fresh sheet when I came back. So I did not do that before going. When I came back home, that was the first thing I did, and then I got a good night's sleep. And so right now I did not have to work very hard on cleaning the house. I just did some basic cleaning. Basically, I've had a very productive morning. I have a reset for this entire week, and now my top priority for the rest of the day is to sketch out and shoot and edit and upload all of the things my YouTube video today. I have tried to shoot that video at least 3 times by now. I shoot the full video and then it just sucks, so I am not able to post it. So I have decided to sketch it out a little more than I already have sketched it out, and then I'm going to shoot and edit it and post it because I really want that video to go out. I have to start preparing for another trip that I'm going on this weekend itself. That also is going to be a separate vlog, and that is what it's going to look like. I am actually shooting all of this also, even if it's not part of the trip, because I personally believe that your trip is not just the trip that you go on, it is the prep part of the trip, the prep and the packing. It is the trip itself, and then it is what you do once you come back from the trip. And this is what I do when I come back from the trip. I just got done shooting the YouTube video. I am having trouble nowadays because every single time I sit down to shoot, the sun sets down so instantly, and I have been trying to shoot early and early and early, and it's still happening. But the YouTube video was very good. I finally was able to say every single thing that I wanted to say, and it felt structured. I got done till part 2. Now I have to start reading part 2, which I probably will tonight because I literally have nothing to do today. I'm totally free at I am totally free at night. I am enjoying this book from the bottom of my gut. Every single time I am picking up this book, I'm like, oh my god, I am obsessed with this story. She is going through such a hard time, and I'm not going to give you all of the details, but at a certain point she's trying to get help from people around her. Every single time she tries to talk about everything that happened with her in Vietnam, you're like, what? You were not in Vietnam? Because there were no women in Vietnam. There were no women volunteering in the Vietnam War. Every single time I hear that, I read that, I cannot believe it. And if I have not gone through anything at all, and I am only reading it, and I'm feeling this agitated and frustrated, and I just want to like yell at those people like crazy, I cannot imagine how our main character is feeling. And it's making me feel so pissed off at all of these people, and so many things that have happened with women in history, where women do so much but they're not acknowledged for what they have done. And not that every single person in the world is like that, because there are so many people in this book itself who are acknowledging her. All of the people in the army acknowledging her so bad. She's so good at what she does, but then there are also people that are just like, what, there were no women in Vietnam War? But there are so many women in Vietnam War who have done very, very important things. How can you say that here? That is how I feel. I am obsessed with this book currently. I only have this much left now, which I'm going to read at night tonight, and I will update you guys tomorrow about the book, and that is where we'll end the vlog. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This cannot be happening with me, but it is. My mic was not plugged in. The last clip that you saw, you already if you can hear the audio quality. I'm hoping right now it's plugged in. My mic was not plugged in properly. It was just a tiny bit away, so my mic was not on, and the audio quality is horrible. There's just so much sound in it. Oh, how many times am I going to shoot this video? How many times? At this point, I don't feel like posting it. I feel so blue. I don't know what to do. There is nothing to do except the fact that this happened. But why? Why is this happening? I really had to post this YouTube video today. Oh my god. This guy. I cannot believe I was actually shipping these people. my god. Okay, this I did not expect. God, I'm obsessed with this book. Seriously, it's one of the best books I've ever read, and I'm obsessed with Kristen Hanna, and I cannot wait to read the one other book I have by her. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually can't stop crying. I highly recommend this, you guys. Stop. Done with the women. I actually was going to end the vlog. I am still choking up. Oh my god. Okay, I was actually going to finish the vlog yesterday itself, just put some sort of an end screen, but then I just thought that I started the book in this vlog and I read it on this trip, so I want to finish it. Every time I think about my trip this year, I want to think about this book, and that is something that I do often whenever I am traveling. I buy a book that I'm going to read on that trip, and then that trip and that book are sort of intermingled. That's what I did with Malibu Rising when I went on the Goa trip. Malibu Rising is a beachish book, so I took it to Goa because of that, and I read it on the beach, and I will always remember that experience. So Malibu Rising is my Goa book, or even Love Redesigned is actually my train book to Goa. Like, that's how I remember the experience. It's just like this simple way of romanticizing your life. So I took this book to Junagadh, right? This is the book of this trip. Every time I look at this book, I'm going to be reminded of the trip, and every time I'm reminded of that trip, I'm going to be thinking about this book, because they are now intermingled with each other. They are an experience within itself. So I thought of like finishing this book in this vlog itself and tell you guys my views, because this is my Junagadh trip vlog, so this will be a part of it. Let me tell you, obsessed with this book. Every time, like right now when I'm thinking about that ending, I want to cry again. The thing is that it's not the kind of ending where something happens in the end and that is why I choked up. It's that the second half of the book was such a spiral down of our main character Frankie, and you start seeing that in the first part of the book itself, but then it just keeps getting worse and worse, and there are just so many things that happen that I cannot believe they happen. And then the expression of female friendship throughout all of this, her relationship with her parents throughout everything that she's going through, and the fact that she's a woman, she is asking for help, begging for help from people around her because she knows that something is wrong with her. She really needs help. Nobody is helping her because nobody is accepting the fact that there were women in Vietnam. How much she's struggling because of that. And the downward spiral, the upward spiral, it's all just filled with so much happening, so much emotion, so much tragedy and heartbreak. And then towards the end, the story of hope and the romance in this is literally like 0.5%. It is not the point of the book. It is so essential to the book, and that is something that I am obsessed with when I'm reading, for example, historical fiction, that the romance is part of the story. It is not something going on separately that is completely different from her life. No, the love in her life that she experiences is directly affecting the quality of her life, and you can see that in the book. So that and her sibling relationship and how that affects her entire life, and what being a woman is like, and then women supporting women, men supporting women, like whatever men are supporting her. Oh my god, like I cannot define this. Oh, if you want to be sad, then read this book. No. And I can't be like, oh, if you want to be happy, read this book. I cannot define that because it's just filled with so many emotions and so many colors and layers of things. There are things that Frankie is doing that you're just like, oh my god, it's like watching a car wreck. Like you can't look away from it, and you're like, oh my god, what are you doing? But you get what she's doing and you see why she, oh my god. obsessed with this book. This is definitely a 5-star book for me. I am going to remember this for my lifetime. I have actually folded a few pages because it had quotes in it that I love. She'd learned that people noticed a raised voice. Quiet was the perfect camouflage for pain, and that is such a simple quote, but it is such a good representation of what Frankie is feeling, how silenced she has become about her pain, even to herself. Forget about like other people. I have folded a few pages, but I was also very into the book for me to notice different quotes and highlight and stuff like that. So I actually cannot wait to reread this book. I'm actually thinking that another way to like romanticize my life and stuff is that next year when I do this trip again, or even in the middle when I go to Junagadh again to either climb the mountain or just like that, I will take this book only with me and reread it on that trip itself, and then this book will just be one of the books that I read whenever I go over there. And I am obsessed with this book, and now I am going to also end this vlog that this is it. For this vlog, I am going to start another vlog. That vlog is going to be me in Mumbai, so I'm going to be shooting the prep, the trip and the post-trip part of my Mumbai vlog. I am so very excited about it. Honestly, right now I need to take a nap or something because this book was definitely like emotionally devastating. Let me know what your favorite part was. I just wanted to share this entire experience with you guys because it's fun for me, and I wanted to share the fun that I have, the experience that I have with you guys, and it's just a bonus that I actually read a 5-star book in this video. I love you guys more than you know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.